Hey everyone, welcome back to the JayTech YouTube channel, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the two new products that Sony announced with the all-new Sony a6700 camera. Now if you didn't watch that video, you can go and watch that video maybe in one of the cards, or I'll put a link in the description to the previous video. And this video really does help technically to understand what everything is going to be in today's video. If you're new here, please subscribe, like and comment. Let's roll that intro. Now, before we go any further, disclaimer, I am going to be reading all the information off my MacBook, as I didn't get a chance to make a script because listen, you guys don't need to know about that. Just know that I'm going to be looking down at my MacBook, okay? First off, we're going to be talking about the new Sony FX70-200mm f4 Micro G OSS Mark II. That's a long name. First off, this new lens is a compact high-resolution telephoto zoom lens. It's one of the most advanced kind of lenses that Sony has made in a very long time. Now, if you don't know why you would need a 70-200mm lens, it's for them people that like doing wildlife stuff and all these type of things that include to have something called a telephoto lens. If you don't know what that means you get super close up to your product and you could take nice clear images, and you don't have to you could be far away and you could still get them images, especially if you have a crop factor on the camera, which, as you already know, the Sony a6700 already has a crop factor. This makes using this lens a wonderful lens. So this camera also has a spectacular G lens rendering performance. What does this mean? This means that it is technically a G master lens, allowing you to do edge to edge resolution, and it brings it up to the full capacity of what it's supposed to be. And I think this is one of the cool features about the Sony 70-200mm. Now, before we head any further with any newer features, this lens has already came out. It came out already before, and that was the Sony 70-200mm f4, I believe it was, Mark I, and this is just an upgraded version that has a little bit more oomph in it. This also has some brand new fast focusing match high speed bodies, which makes it way more easier and way more quicker to get autofocus just with pressing one button. Also, this is not just only used for wildlife and photography, it's also a great lens for videography. This has a new stabilization mode and it's called Steady Shot, and it just seems perfect. This is something that is used if you don't want to have a gimbal with you. This makes you not holding your camera like a little baby, but it allows you to move your camera smooth and steady wherever you need to go with it. I think this is pretty cool, especially for something that isn't really made for videography but could still be used for it, as the Sony a6700 again is a hybrid camera. Now let's talk about the last feature that I just want to quickly talk about, this zoom lens, and it is the compatibility to allow you to do a 1.4x or a 2x teleconverter. This means that you get the maximum of focal length, and it allows you to times the amount of millimeters or whatever you like to call it. It will allow you to times it by that much. It means that it will work out its stuff and it will give you maybe like a 400mm lens or something like that. This is, to be honest with you, with having this on the lens, it makes it so much more better. But the only problem is the pricing. The pricing of this lens costs £1,749 UK British pounds. Yes, it's a lot of money, but as I said, this is for wildlife people or people that need it for videography or for hybrid. Now let's talk about the main star of the show, and this is the all-new ECM M1 shotgun microphone. This is Sony's new microphone, and they've kind of like based this on a survey that they've done with Sony fans and people that uses the alpha cameras, and it seems like everyone's pretty happy that this is out. On this new microphone, you could expect up to 8 different modes. Let me just quickly go through their modes. So the modes that you get is super directional, ultra directional, stereo, super directional, separated, which means it takes the front and the rear and separates them like into like a stem. You've also got super directional, front and rear. You got super directional rear, you got omnidirectional, and you got unidirectional. Wow, so many different modes. Now I wish I had this microphone here, but unfortunately we can't do that until we reach 1,000 subscribers. Now the Sony ECM-M1 features a complete digital pathway, which what that means is it means that it will be able to noise cancellate all of the unheard or kind of like irritating noises. Like if there's wind, it'll be able to kind of like flatten out that audio, so then that audio of the wind you can't hear. Or if you find a river in the background and you're trying to speak over that river, you will be able to, and it will just flat out that river audio as much as it can. This means that the microphone is more than capable than technically recording in any sort of scenario. Now if that doesn't cut it, then you can go to the digital noise cut filters. This allows you to get clear sounds and clear audio from the microphone. This is also a digital audio interface. What this means is that it will not interfere with your camera whatsoever, but it does have a hot shoe mount, which means that it will be able to attach to the camera and detect it as a microphone, and you can use it straight as one. Now, again, this is a small microphone and it is small, compact, and easy to fit in any pocket. Now let's talk about the pricing of the new shotgun microphone. This microphone costs £349. UK price, it is a bit on the hefty side, but when you think about and you consider about whatever is inside this product, I think this is a pretty good price range, especially for some of the other products that are out there that kind of like do the same thing. If you think about it, it's maybe around about £100-200, and they technically do the same thing, but they're not as better quality as the Sony shotgun. Now, as I said before, this is a very short video, so thank you guys for sticking around to the ending of this video. Thank you guys for getting me to at least 11 subscribers. Really like to get to 500 subscribers, or at least the big milestone, 1,000 subscribers. Please like, comment, subscribe, and you'll see me in another JayTech YouTube video. Bye!